Hi there. How are you? I am just taking a look through some Google images here to try and find some more ideas for our buildings. I kind of feel like this is kind of cool. I like that it's got a window down here and it's got these uh, pipes or tubes along the back, conduit, I guess. I like this here. So I think I'm going to grab this image and see if I can use this for the next building that I want to do. I know I mentioned last time, yesterday I believe, that I might work on where is my on the telephone wires, but I don't know that we're going to see them way up there. So I don't know. We'll have to take a look and see. But for now, I think I may work on this. So let me bring that in because I kind of like that one. Here, right? Is that the one? Yes, it is. I've got a couple other ones. I like this here. So let me open up those two. I'll open up this one. And let me bring that up here. Yeah, we can use that. And then let me grab this and create a new UV image editor here. And open that other one. Where was that? Reference, alleys. Which one? Here. Kind of like this. So, okay. So what we could do maybe is make these windows be these windows here, right? So we could do this using this style of window because here's a large two-frame window like that, right? And then here's a smaller window like these, so maybe let's do that. And then we can use maybe the path tool to create some of this tubing and maybe some of this stuff here. Not sure exactly what I'm looking at. Well, I know it's all electrical. We could probably find some other images that would help us with this. All right. So, and if I'm going to be looking down, I think I'm going to be looking down from up here. Oh, and if I am looking down from up here, then you know what? Those wires may be exactly what we need. Okay. All right, so maybe I'm wrong. We do need those telephone wires. But for the building I'm thinking about now, I think this is going to be the one right there. Okay, so looks like I've got a lot of things on a lot of different layers here. And I think what I'm going to do, well, let's see. Maybe I can take it to this layer, number 4. M4. Let's go take a look at it here. And I'm just trying to split them up on individual layers like this so that when I go to UV them, I can kind of get the whole collection of that object. All right. And ultimately, you know, this is all going to be taken into Unity. I'm just kind of putting things together here just to get a sense of how they're going to look. Ultimately, I'm just going to take in one trash can, one recycle bin, maybe one telephone pole or whatever, and then duplicate it in Unity. All right, so here we go. Here's our building. I can't really see the top of it. I seem to do that quite a bit. Can't see the top, but that's okay. We can work with this. So let's see. What if our windows were kind of, let's see. Let me grab these, and I'm just going to move them over, scale them together, and maybe this will be the two larger windows here. And I believe this is going to be a 2-story building. Let me make sure of that. I'll spin around here and make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, so this is a 2-story building. That's good to know. Okay. And if I insert an edge loop right here, that can split my two-story building. And then looks like I'm going to put that there in the middle and that there in the middle, and then I'm going to grab them both and move them up at the same time so I get the same height, like that. And I'll do the same thing down here. Pop that in the middle, pop that in the middle with the Enter key, and then I can grab these and move these down in the same way. So I get these two, these two windows here, the exact same size. That's a little bit too big, isn't it? I don't think it would come down that far to the ground. So let's move these up just a bit. And maybe move that one over just a bit, like that. Yeah, okay. Something like that. So now this, what I want to do is build out these two windows here. So it looks like I've got a centerpiece, and then I can just make one of these right here. Let me zoom in here. It looks like I can make this center, make one of these, and then just duplicate it 3 other times for these other pieces, right? Let's try that. Control up arrow again. Oh, I forgot to turn that on. Always do. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just get rid of these. I don't think I need them. Well, actually, let me extrude and push them back. I do need to do that, like that. Then I can get rid of those. I don't think I need those right now, because I'm going to put windows in here. And let's then grab this face and that face. Shift S, cursor to selected. And let's go ahead and pop a cube in there. Oh, I did it. That's okay. I made it the same object. That's okay. Let's stretch that out a bit. Now I don't need, there are a couple things I don't need here, right? I don't need that face, or that face, or that. So get rid of those. If you're not going to see them, don't UV them. And this is annoying me. I want to get this guy out to be his own object like this. I don't know why. I just prefer to work that way. All right, and let's put the origin there. Okay. So this is going to be that center post right there. Now, these guys here. Wanted to say Ye Olde Animations. I love that name. Just wanted to stop and say thank you for all the videos. They have helped me a lot. You are so welcome. I'm really glad they're helpful. I have a lot of fun creating them. I really do. For some reason, I like creating, learning, and organizing information. So I'm really glad they're helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming by and saying hi. Let me get in here and create a new cube for this right here. How about we just grab this and use this. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to duplicate it and move it to one side and then scale it. And this is going to be the beginning of one of these frames here. Let's try this. So I'm going to take that to there. I really want to Control 3, 5, Z here, so now we can see it. I really want to get this right about here. And now what I want to do is tab into edit mode, insert 2 edge loops. Then I'm going to scale these up like that, about like that. Then I'm going to grab these 2 faces. Let me go, hang on here, this face and this face, extrude and take it all the way over. And then I'm going to insert an edge loop here, insert an edge loop here, and then Alt Shift to select those, drag those over about the same size as the other side. Grab that face, and Control E and bridge edge loop. There we go. So now we've got that frame, all from this piece in the middle. All right, so it looks like it kind of comes out almost to the end like that, or to the edge of that centerpiece like that. And then, oh, I need to make that vertical bar now, don't I? So what I can do once again is insert 2 edge loops up here and 2 edge loops here. Grab these edges here and here, and then scale them in so they're about like that, right? I think. And then grab that face, Control E, bridge edge loop. There we go. So now we've got this frame that we can use in here. So then what let's do is take this and duplicate it. Geometry, duplicate Z, move it down. Let's see, there's some overlap here. That may need to be a little bit bigger. Let me see. Control 3, Z, 5. Looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger, doesn't it? So I'm going to delete that. Take this, move it down a smidge, and then scale that in the Y just a bit. So let's see how that works. Duplicate it, move it down. Yeah, there's some overlap there now. That's good. And then let's just move it straight back. There we go. Something like that. Now, you know what? Look at that. I've got no no face there. Okay, let's add that. I can just select an edge there and hit F. No? Select 3 edges and hit F? Yes. Okay. So that'll help there. Grab those 2. Duplicate those over. There we go. So we've got that basic window down. There we go. All right. I'm going to Alt-click wire, and so now I just need to put some sort of polygon behind there, right? And we don't need all of these faces. Dang it, I should have got rid of those before I started duplicating. But that happens. Just going to get rid of these because it's going to be so much easier to UV without all these back here. You know? And while I guess I don't need to add that there. Let's see, let's select this. Get rid of these. And then I'll just duplicate these over again. Not a big deal. There we go. Get rid of those. I say get rid of those. Thank you. And move these over. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So we've got that window there. We'll just duplicate those and bring everything up for that one up here, we've also got one of those little things on the bottom, that little windowsill thing. But ultimately, I think what I really need to do is create just a polygon plane right here. Shift A, mesh plane, RY, nope, it's going the wrong way, RY, -90. There we go. Control 3, 5, and let's put this right in place. So, today's Friday. Anybody have any great plans over the weekend? I wish I was going to the Galloping Ghost Arcade again, because that was awesome. Let me put that there. But I'm not. Put that there. Someday I'm going to get the high score on star castles. And I'll let you know. I'll take pictures when I do. All right, let me take these and move these over. Let me grab this. Duplicate Y and move that over to there. There we go. So that'll just be this window, dirty window thing there. That's what that'll be. So what's going on out here? Hello from Tulsa. Tulsa. I love it. I'm from Tulsa. Studying art at TU. My dad went to TU in engineering. He actually worked on Apollo 11, I believe, when Rockwell and some other places were working on the Apollo in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, hello from Tulsa. All right. What else do we have here? Cool. People are connecting and getting concept art and models. That's awesome. I am really happy to see that. That is cool. All right. I'm going to grab all of this here. And let's see if I can then duplicate it and move it up into here. Like that. There we go. And, oh, I forgot that guy. Let me get that guy here. There we go. Okay. So there's those windows. I think that'll work pretty well. Let me just turn these off here for now, just so I can see it. Yeah, I think those will work pretty well. Oh, I need that little end piece, or that little, I don't know what it's called. This thing. The little concrete block underneath a window. That's the technical term right there. I'm just going to grab this, move it down, move it out a bit, spin it around in the X. I'll need to cap the ends of this thing right here with F, and Alt click those and F, and then I can bring this down. Let's select all of this again so I can see it. There we go. And just put that right in here. Like so. Yeah. Okay. And I'll take that in a bit. Like that. All right. That's going to work. Let's move that up. Right up here. Like that. Yeah, why not? All right. Now these other windows, I've got 3 of them over here. And I just want to basically do the same thing. I think all I'm going to do is grab all of this and just scale it down. So I'll create the windows, and then I'll grab all of this here and these things like that, and I'll just copy them and move them over, and then we'll be pretty much done with this building. I'm kind of getting tired of buildings. I see why people purchase things on Turbo Squid and stuff, just because it gets a little old. So, all right, so wait a minute. Let me go back to object mode, select this guy. Here we go. And let's try 1, 2, 3 right here. I think I want something like this. I want to scale all, no, how about SY? Scale all of those in like that. Yeah. Now, these are going to be my windows here, right there. So I'll extrude those in. I'll go ahead and get rid of those there. And then I'll grab this, that, this, and that. And I will just use those to fill in here. Like this. There we go. Oh, they kind of fit. I'll be darned. They need a little bit of scaling. Like that. There we go. Yeah. Right here. Right here. And then, can I select all of these like this? Yes. I'm just hitting the B key. Nice. And duplicate Z and move them on up. Right? Is that going to work? Yeah. That might just work. Okay. Oh, and I need this guy. I need to do this. Almost there. And then I'm going to work on the pipes or tubes or the conduit. How many different names can I come up with for pipes? All right. There we go. And here. And here. And I'm not being tremendously precise here. Really, because these are old buildings and you can kind of tell they're just kind of off a bit, and I'm not going to worry too much about just being exact. I'm being artistic. There you go. That's what I'm being. All right, so that looks pretty good, I think. That'll play pretty well within the overall scene. Yeah. I want to do those pipes. For the roof, though, I think I want to come up for the roof. I think what I want to do, let me just grab these faces. And I think what I'll do is just, well, I can't really extend it out here. I can't do that. I could extend out in the front just a bit, well, like I did before. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm just going to extrude up just a bit. And then scale in just a hair. Like that. Then extrude down a smidge like that. And then I'll grab these and just pull these out just a little bit, just to give it, you know, something there at the top. Like that. Yeah. I think that'll work. Let me select everything. I'm going to look at it without the wire. Yeah. I think that'll work. I'm going to press Shift F, Tab, drop down to the ground and move around here. Yeah, so here's my dumpsters, the windows, the car, the trash can, the recycle bin, gutters. Oh, I need to put the brackets on that gutter. Maybe I'll do that real quick. I can do that pretty quick here. Excuse me, car. Get out of the way. All right. Yeah, let me just grab these. Are they all one piece? Or did I didn't put any little brackets on there, did I? I kind of want to. Is that wrong of me to want to put just a little bit of a bracket there? Or a bolt? I'm going to just do a 6-sided cylinder. That should be enough. And I don't, yeah, I do need a triangle fan. Let's get rid of these. R, Y, 90. And I'm just going to scale this way down and move it in here. And it's just a little bit of just a little bit in there. Like that. Yeah, something like that. Just something for some interest there. Yes, I could do it with a texture. And if I was doing this for anyone else, I probably would. But it's for me. And you can't take that away. Alright. So now I've got this little bracket here. And I can begin. I already created a few up here, didn't I? So I'm just going to get rid of these. And yes, I'm, jumping around here. My apologies, but just trying to keep myself interested. Because sometimes, it gets a little tedious. And you got to keep yourself interested. Let me turn these on. Now let me grab these again. And I'm just going to move these over to the other gutter right over here. There they are. Duplicate Y, move it over. And I have these things still here. Get rid of these. And I do this quite a bit. I create one thing and then I say, no, I don't like that, and I do it again, and then I delete it and I do it yet again. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with that, honestly. At least I hope there isn't, because I do it a lot. Let's see, GY. Move that over a smidge like that. Okay, so we got those on there. That's good. This building, I was going to work on tubing. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun. Oh, all of these are... all of these now have ended up on my layer 4, which is funny. Let me get all these. I think I'll put them back on 1. There we go. Okay. So now pipe. Let's try this. There's this pipe. It comes from one side and goes along below the windows and then curves and goes up the building. So what it is, we don't really know, but that's okay. I'm going to begin right over here. And I'm going to create a path, I believe. A curve path right here. It's facing the wrong way, so I'll rotate it in the Z by 90 degrees. And then I'm going to take it right down here, tab into edit mode, and it's got a little bit of warble in here, which is I kind of like that. So I'm just going to give a little, as I extrude, a little bit of up and down here, so it isn't quite all perfect. That, and 3 edges or 3 points here for the curve, and then let's take it up like this. I'll take it right up into there. Okay, now let's take a look at where that is. Oh, that's not bad. It's looking pretty good there. Move it out a bit. Okay. Now, let's try and get a tubing on it. So over here in the Properties window, I'm going to go to the data for the path. I know I can probably take that preview U down to 2 or 3. I want to take the fill to full. The resolution, I'll put it 2, and then I'll click and drag on the depth and see what I can get here. Something like that. Is that too much? It's not bad. Yeah, so it's kind of, let me see if I can get it right up against that wall now. Like that. There we go. So we can kind of see it here. Okay. I could try and take the preview down like that. See what that does for us. It kind of makes it a little bit angular. I could try and smooth it. Doesn't really do much. The resolution isn't as interesting to me because that's this way, but it's this little break right here. If I added that, it kind of smooths out that turn. We can try that. Now it's looking a little small to me, a little too. Let me bring the depth up just a bit. How's that look? Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. I'm going to go ahead and apply this, I think. Or at least convert it to polygons, I should say, because ultimately we're going to need it to be polygons. So currently it's a NURBS object. I can come over here to Object, Convert to, and convert to a mesh. And then now we have it. Oh, no, we still don't. Why didn't that work? Convert to a mesh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Why aren't you converting to a mesh? Am I just clicking the wrong thing? Convert to a mesh from a curve. I was selecting convert to a curve from a mesh. So let's try this one. Let's try the correct one. There we go. Yes. Now it's polygons. Okay. All right, so we got that one. There's this one that goes right along the bottom all the way across. And there are these little pipes that pop out of there. And there are these little these are like little things so cars don't bump into something there. I don't know. Do we need all that? Or is one? I think one pipe's probably enough. Maybe we could do a little pipe over here like that. It looks like a washer and dryer vent, maybe. Maybe we could do that. So Um, let's see. Darren, will you be my dad? Oh my goodness, I am. Yeah, I've already got 2 kids. That's plenty. uh, um, let's see. A windowsill. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Awesome. Someone saying they're working on their first model, a a a boat. Awesome. Post it so we can see it. Uh, all right. Well, looks like you guys are doing good out here. Hello from India. How are you, Sandeep? Good to have you here. Let's see what else we can do here. I think I want to add these little tubes here. That might be interesting. I think I'd like to add them over here. So let me select this, move the cursor to it, and then I'm going to, do I want to use a path? I could. Let me do that. A curve, a path. There we go. Now I could take this and let's see, I put it there. Let me shrink it down a bit. And what I can do is just, I don't even have to extrude any. I can just bend it, I think. If I tab into edit mode, I can just take these and do a little bendy thing like that. That's, there you go. Bendy thing. And yeah, I could do that. That's kind of this one here. And then I could come over to my path tool again. I'll put the preview at 2. Once again, full. Resolution 2. And drag the depth. There we go. Something like that. If I hit Z, I can see what the polygons are going to look like. That's not bad. Okay. I think I want to go in a bit. I don't think I need it to come out that far. Move that up. Move that up. Okay. So now what I can do is, once again, object, convert to, or Alt-C, and convert that to polygons. And I'm going to get rid of these here, like that. There we go. And then, you know what I could do to make this a little bit more interesting, maybe? Let's come out like this. Let me go right. Yeah, I think what I want to do is extrude, scale, extrude, push, extrude, scale, extrude, push. So just to give it a little bit of a rim there on the wall, so it looks like it's kind of connected to the wall there. I could flatten those faces. It's a little bit, there we go, something like that. Maybe even these. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Okay. And I'm going to just make a little, it looks to me like there's a little thing. I know it's just a few pixels, but at least I'm pretending like I'm going to do this. And let me think here. I want to scale in the Z like that. And maybe move this in a bit like that. Scale in the Z. Just trying to get these two parallel. Move that down. And then take this, extrude it out. S, Shift Z, Bring that out a bit. And then this little guy right in here. I probably, you know, I don't need to probably, but I'm going to go ahead and just bring that up just in case anybody tries to peek in there. There we go. All right, so there's that little pipe coming out of there. Do we need an, I guess I could just, you know what, I'll just take this, duplicate it, move it over, scale it down, move it up, move it in, and it looks to me like this is not as, so I could grab this, Control plus to expand my selection, delete that, get this in here, and let's see, that's around the Y, RY, like that. Grab this. I'm going to scale this out just a bit. And then just the same as before, grab these and take them up in there like this. Oh, wrong way. How about the X axis? And scale that down. Just in case you see up in there. I don't think you ever will. So there's those little pipes there. All right. Now, I think we've got that building pretty well done. I don't know that we need to be doing too much more to that. Let's bring everything else back and see what we think. All right. So we've got, what happened here? Oh, let's turn off wire and draw edge on that. I don't really need that in there anymore, do I? But that's okay. I think that looks pretty good. So from up, so where am I going to be looking from? Yeah, I'm going to be looking from this building right here. This is where I'm going to be looking down. Yeah, I think that'll work. I like the pipe. These guys can, let me select that group there and move these guys just so we can see that. Yeah. All right. Looking pretty good. Okay. There's still a whole lot to do, but I think there's still some fun things ahead. Let's see. Yes, the pipes behind the dumpster. I can just move the dumpster. All this is just temporary placement. As I said, we're going to be bringing kind of each piece. We're going to be bringing each building and the ground and the car and all the pieces in individually, I think, into Unity and placing them. So we have control in Unity to do whatever we want. So this is just kind of temporary placement. So am I going to create a game with all of these? Well, not a game so much, but I'm planning on doing kind of an interactive, no, not interactive. I'm planning on doing real-time rendering in Unity for what I'm calling a 3D motion comic. I don't know. This is all kind of a crazy idea, but I'm going to try. It's just this thing I've had in my head for ages, and I really want to do it. I really want to bring it to life. So I'm going to try. So these are basically the scenes or sets for the different scenes in the story, comic, whatever. So it's kind of going to be a combination of a comic and an animation, I think. We'll see. So let's see. how much time do you think it will take to UV map all of this? Too long. It will take too long. It shouldn't be too bad, because what I'm going to do is do all the texturing in Substance Painter. So because of that, I'm going to be able to just kind of slap the UV islands down without any real, I won't have to know exactly where they are. Like when I used to take them into Photoshop and paint them and add images there, I'd have to know exactly where all the UV islands were and what each UV island was so I could put the right thing on it. If I'm taking it into a Substance Painter, doesn't really matter. So hopefully that'll help me UV map a little quicker. I am going to do one whole building first just to try and get the process pipeline in place before I go and do all the rest. So I hope that's a smart way to do it. What's best to use, UDK or Unity? They're both great. It's like, what kind of pencil should you use when you're drawing? It's whatever you're used to, whatever you're interested in. They are both awesome. It just so happens for me, I got into Unity before I got comfortable with UDK. So if you're comfortable with UDK, go with, it's up to you. They are both wonderful. I don't think one is any better than the other. One, you may understand one better than the other when you're just beginning, and that's great. So try them both. Do I make normal maps in Painter too? Probably in Substance Painter. I did bake normals here for the trash can yesterday, so it just depends on what I'm doing. If I can create a high poly version here in a reasonable amount of time, that's what I'll do here in Blender. Otherwise, do that in Painter. So, all right. Well, I think I'm going to head out. I really appreciate all the questions and hanging out with me here. I'm looking forward to getting this thing done, and I may work on it a bit over the weekend, and then hopefully we can finish it up together here in the next week and move on to the other parts of the process. So I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy, and I will see you on Monday. So take care.